So is this your first MilSim event?
It is, yeah.
So how do you like the whole MilSim environment? How do you like that?
I'm very interested in doing more MilSim because mostly I play speedball and it's kind of repetitive and boring. Whereas with the MilSim aspect, you have more of a challenge. There's no spray and pray.
Yeah.
You have to try and work together as a group to accomplish things, and that appeals to me as a player a lot more than just running and gunning.
No, it's not actually.
So, with our MilSim event, how does it compare to the other MilSim events that you've been to?
It's pretty on par. I'm actually impressed with the organization. Like a few MilSims I've been to, like the discipline and organization has been kind of off sometimes, but you guys seem to be pretty strict on keeping everybody in order and mission oriented. So I'm somewhat impressed.
No. So, as far as our MilSim event goes, how does it compare to some of the others you've been to?
It's a lot more in-depth with the airstrikes, and the missions are a little more advanced than what I've been to.
Do you enjoy it being more in-depth
Yes.
and advanced?
Yes.
Yeah. So how have you liked the entire atmosphere of being in a military simulation?
I like it just because there's more of an objective. You can't just sit there and shoot whatever you see. You actually have to go to do something.
Is this your first military simulation event?
Actually, this is my first military simulation event with SRT.
And how do you like the entire atmosphere?
It was a very good atmosphere with actual having the 9-line coordinates to call in for medevacs, actually calling in airstrikes. It made it a different atmosphere than the close quarter combat that I'm used to. Actually, no, this is like my third. Well, depends, because the other ones MilSim was.
Okay. As far as our MilSim event compared to the other ones you've been to, how do you think it compares?
I like this one better because it actually has you using resources like the phonetic alphabet, map reading, to call in airstrikes and 9 lines. The other ones, they were just kind of more speedball. And we actually stuck to the objectives on this one instead of just killing everyone. Killing everyone is fun.
This would be my second. This would be my fifth or so.
And as far as our MilSim event goes, how would you compare it to the other ones you've been to?
I think it's difficult to compare since I'm a referee in this game, but just from a referee standpoint, I think it looks actually a lot better.
Yeah, even from a referee standpoint, you can see how much more complex it is and how much more realistic it is with the 9-line medevacs and the actual map reading.
Actually, this is my second one.
And as far as our MilSim event goes to the other ones you've been to, how do you think this one compares?
It's much better. It's a little bit more organized. There's a lot of technical stuff going on. A lot of airstrikes and medevacs. And just the overall plan of it.
I think the comms tower, having that as a key point to fight over, really makes for some interesting interaction. We tried to sneak up there, not very well coordinated and got wasted, but it was fun. So I think that's a really good aspect. And you got a lot of space too.
Yes, probably just the elevation. You have a flat plateau and then you got hills. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I like the fact that it's just you can sneak up around hills. It's just a whole lot of variety of different ways to do things. At the same rate, it's just kind of really tiresome.
I think the whole package. I mean, the hill, everybody hates the hill. I mean,
We get that a lot.
But as far as, the way the guys treat everybody and they've got everything you need here, they've got a good deal going.
I just like how the terrain is, how you've got like the one side you've got the hill, how it's flat up top, you can go down, so you have different elevation points where you can either sneak around, then down.
The size of the field and the terrain difference from going from flat up to extreme hills back to flat again, and the heavy brush that you were able just to walk off the path and you were completely hidden right off the path. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean, having a store on site is definitely a big help. You can get BBs, speed loaders, any gear breaks. The staging area is great, plenty of room. got food too, good food. But, do you have anything to add to that?
Anything
I was going to say food. Well, the store definitely. Not all fields have a store on premises, and that's definitely a plus for it.
Honestly, you should have a safety zone probably closer to the entrance at the bottom of the hill rather than out here. I think I know why you have it out here to kind of monitor people, make sure they're not getting sick and stuff. But I think it'd be really nice to have like a water station down here, a place where you can lay your gear, come back, and a definite respawn point. Like, okay, you're bled out, everybody definitely goes back here. That was a little bit unclear to me the first time. I was like, where do we go? I had to flag down a ref, but okay. I think that's about the only suggestions I can come up with.
Well, my friend was just talking about, I think probably maybe installing some stairs even, something just so that you don't have to go up and down the hill every time you get shot and bleed out, because that tires you out more. I'd rather keep more of the action focused up towards the plateau and on the sides of the hills, so you're not like slugging up through the hills much more control, I guess.
Huey and Sherson on top of the hill.
We'll work on it.
Not that I can see so far, was it some of the forts have gaps and then people shoot up on them. That's okay.
More buildings. More buildings, yeah. More buildings to give just the different atmosphere, to have bigger bases, stuff like that.
A tactical ski lift. Okay, on a more serious note, no, I mean, maybe a few more buildings, a little more developed cover, but other than that, it's pretty good.
I would say stairs. Putting in like wooden stairs on the hill. Everybody's
Maybe some benches.
like
Take a little
downhill.
rest on. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else you could add.
Well, actually, a couple things. First, I'd like to see more tables in the staging area so people can lay out their gear. Secondly, stairs, better yet, an escalator up the hill for us old guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you back. Okay, thank you.
Yep, us. Seal for the first game. We won.
Yeah.
Hey, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay, thanks. See you back again. Tell me whenever you're
Just
ready.
forget what you
Good.
So, let him do that.
Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Just.
Ready?
Hey, is that a grapevine?
Wait, let's have
Yeah.
in the background, we'll have Jess dragging Quinn. Are you recording now?
Yeah.